So my goal is for you to have that aha, to have that, oh, okay, I got it. I understand why I've been in this emotional loop, and then to know how to get yourself out of it. It made such a difference for me when I got this from a neuroscience perspective, because before then, I would be trying to manifest something and my beliefs did not match my actions and vice versa. Then I was having cognitive dissonance where there was this conflict between the two. And I would be like, I know I can do this. I know I can manifest this. And then because there was uncertainty about it and I didn't actually have that 100% belief, because there were some things that were out of my control, I would go back and forth between believing I can and then not believing that I can. However, there's a lot to be uncertain about in our lives. So how do we manage uncertainty and manifestation so that we can do it with ease? My name is Giselle Beaumay. I am a neuroscience grad candidate and a hypnotherapist and breathwork practitioner. So I blend neuroscience and ancestral wisdom to help regulate your nervous system, connect you to your intuition so that you are living life in the frequency of your desires. When you have uncertainty, and again, you're going to have a lot of things in your life that you are not certain about, particularly if your manifestation involves other people, like manifesting an ex-back or manifesting a specific person or manifesting a specific job, for example. You don't have control over any of the other people in those situations. But you have a belief that you would like to have that desire. But because it's not certain, meaning there are other people involved that you do not have control of, your brain is going to have a really hard time connecting those dots and being at ease with it. You might be trying to take actions towards it, but then you're going to have fears. Are they going to actually come back? Are they actually going to love me? Are they going to hire me for that job? So you're going to have those doubts and you're going to have those fears naturally, because these are things that you cannot directly control. Your actions are going to be moving towards that manifestation or trying to attract it to you. So there's going to be this conflict in your brain about it. It's going to just kickstart your amygdala and it's going to put you in a fight or flight or freeze mode. When that happens, your nervous system is going to be affected. So your emotions are going to be up and down. One day you are fully confident that this is something that you can manifest. And even in that same day, maybe even an hour later, you're in full doubts about it and just tons of fears. And then the fears create the anxiety, because the fears are going to be around, what if it doesn't happen? What if it doesn't happen? And then that's going to give you the anxiety about that fear. And it just becomes this loop of yes, ooh, maybe no, yes, ooh, maybe no. And it just goes around and around. In the meantime, you're doing all the steps towards that manifestation, but there's conflict in your brain because you are wanting to achieve something that is not certain, because you do not have control over the whole scenario. Now, this can apply even if it's things that are seemingly within your control, but you don't perceive them to be, or you don't understand how to move forward. With those things, you are still going to experience uncertainty, and it will have the same effect. It's going to create an emotional loop where you're not taking action, or where you're taking too much action, like you're almost in this like desperate mode to get it, or you're just avoiding it at all costs. You're just like running away from the whole situation. And again, your nervous system is dysregulated. These are not the scenarios to be able to manifest with ease, or to increase the vibrations in your body, or to enter the frequency of your desire. Because again, manifestation goes beyond the law of attraction and into the law of vibrational frequency. I have seen this also show up, and it might be the case for you, in a lot of questioning yourself. A lot of questioning yourself where you're like, I don't know if I want it. I don't know if I can. I don't know if this is something that will be good for me. Doubts. Okay, a lot of those questions turn out to be doubts and just repeating your own fears, even though there's this whole other part of you who's like, but I was wanting to manifest that. I wanted that. So why am I doubting it and asking myself all of these questions? Uncertainty. It comes down to uncertainty. Your brain loves certainty. It loves that. So your job to do to ease manifestation is to focus on the things that you are certain of and that you have control over, and to remove the focus from the things that you are not certain of, so the uncertainty, and the things that you do not have control over. So you know what this is going to do for you? It's going to help you not be so attached to the outcome. Because when you are really attached to the outcome, you bet that you are definitely working with uncertainty. You are so attached, you have such a tight hold on it, but yet you can't control the outcome. And so that creates uncertainty in your mind. And it makes you really nervous and anxious about what if it doesn't happen. That all really comes down to uncertainty and to focusing on things that are outside of your control and that are not certain in your life. So going through this process is going to help you release the outcome. Is this or better? You must expand out beyond this particular thing or person or place that you're manifesting and expand into or better. You're releasing the uncertainty. You're releasing the things that you do not have control over. And it puts you more at ease, and it regulates your nervous system, allows you to be in higher vibrations, which then shift you over into the frequency of your desires, and manifestation becomes more at ease. Move energy from the things that you're not certain about, move that energy to the things that you are certain about. So let's use a couple examples. If you are manifesting your ex back, manifesting a specific person, remember, now you're going to shift instead into this or better. Release that hold and that attachment to the outcome. Expand out. And then, because you don't have control over your ex, you don't have control over that specific person, and you are opening yourself up to all possibilities, what do you have control over? What can you be certain about? Well, I'll give you some ideas. You have control over your self-care. You have control over that. You are certain that that is something you can put time and effort into. You have control over meeting new people. You have control over that. You can be certain about that. You can get on those apps like Meetup or Eventbrite or do a hobby, and that way you can meet new people and expand your circle. You have control over that, and that is a certain thing. You have control and you have certainty that you can improve your personal development. So you can self-grow. You can come over into the mastermind, Shifting Realities, where we do daily practices and we integrate all of this into your life with accountability, with community, with weekly life coaching calls. We're giving your brain the tools that it needs to help you regulate your nervous system, to help you increase your vibrations in your body and in your energy field, to help you make good decisions and aligned actions. Chances are that because you've been focusing so much on the uncertainty, it's going to come to mind again. It's going to pop up. It's going to give you the fears, and then it's going to give you the anxiety. When that happens, you have to remind yourself, oh, that is happening because I had a really easy neural pathway towards that thought process. So all I have to do is help to fade that away by not feeding it more thoughts and giving it more energy. So when it happens, you might give yourself a mantra that helps you move forward or past that. You might do some breath work to help regulate your nervous system and the anxiety. You might meditate, you might journal, but basically you're removing the focus from that. Because we want to weaken that neural pathway. We want to make it so that it starts to fade away. And then, we're going over to the things that you're certain about. So then you take that energy and you move it over to the things that you are certain about, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what is my next steps towards that? Because these are the things I'm certain about. So what are my next steps? This is why I mix neuroscience with ancestral spirituality. Because this helps you understand why things can feel like a conflict within, why you might be questioning or doubting or running away from so much, and how to make it more at ease, more at flow, increase your manifestation success. It increases your level of awareness and your levels of consciousness.